Friday.
Yo.
Jess Hilarious.
Good morning.
Charlamagne the God.
Peace to the planet. It's Thursday. Good morning. How y'all feel out there? I feel blessed, black, and highly favored. Happy to be here another day to serve our beautiful listeners.
What's up, Jess? How you feeling?
I feel good, yo. I really feel like it should be a rule, right?
What's
for
that?
Bikers, like if you're not in your designated lane,
You and these bikers.
yo, I'm telling you, yo, I feel like they wait to see my truck. They know what time I'm coming down every morning, and they just be like, "Nah, we gonna F with Jess." Cause like I really feel like it should be a no sympathy rule. If you're not in your designated lane, right, and somebody just so happened to hit you, they can't go to jail.
I don't know
have
about
sympathy for you.
I don't know about that, but I feel the pain.
You should hit your horn. Just hit your horn hard.
Yeah,
hard.
I do. Like, I do. Yo, they don't care. I'm like, yo, get over there. So I started driving down a bike lane today. Just.
Oh, my goodness.
You know what I'm saying? A couple blocks before I had to turn up 55th. No.
You know what's so crazy about that? You'll be the one that get in trouble and get a ticket for being in the bike lane, but they don't get in trouble for not being in the bike lane.
Crazy.
Or do they? I don't know if they do or not.
No, they don't. That's
can't
why
catch 'em.
they should get hit. Because the
goodness.
cops can't catch them. But anyway, other than that, I'm straight.
Well, you know, it's funny that you say that. Yesterday, I'm leaving. White woman tried to jump in my lane. I guess it was a car in her lane, tried to jump in my lane, so I blew the horn. And she stayed on her horn, blowing me back. So I did what anybody else would do. I stopped in the middle of the block.
Right.
Waited for the light to turn yellow, and then I jetted past the
Hey,
light.
yo. And so she got caught with the red
She
light.
got caught with the red, but she ran the red.
Oh, she
White
was trying to
lady.
get
So
a
she
point.
pulled up to me, so she started giving me the middle finger. So now we were having a middle finger contest. She's like, And we started giving each other the middle fingers, and I rolled down my window. I said, "You're ugly." That's all I could think
Yeah,
of.
and guess what she did? Call ICE and said that there was just this foreigner talking crazy to me just now. I think y'all need to investigate
That's
him.
crazy.
License plate, blah, 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 blah. Mexico.
Crazy.
I said, "You look like a wet dog."
Oh.
That's all I.
Yeah, that
that's all I
hurts.
had. That's all I
Tell
had. She
them
was
they
really.
smell like hot dog water and wet
She was
dog.
mad.
They hate all that.
She took her sunglasses off and was like, and then she took off. I felt good though. I'm not gonna lie, I
Fun and
felt
games
good.
so that white lady
Right.
called somebody with them letters on you. It's all fun and games.
And you get sent back by mistake
By
because they're not
mistake.
even trying to.
Don't say sit
confirm.
back. I'm from here. There's no sit back.
Stop.
But they've been grabbing up people by mistake just because they look like.
I look
You
like
know,
I'm black,
look
ma'am.
immigrant.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
You don't even look like you like a white Dominican, but it's okay. It's
my
okay.
goodness.
A
All right.
white Dominican is crazy.
All right. Well, let's get the show cracking. Jim Jones will be joining us this morning. His new album, At the Church Steps, comes out this Friday. And Jim is being Jim, so you know how Jim is. So
Jim makes great music. That's
He
the
does.
most important thing. You know what I mean? Like he has a fantastic ear for classic New York hip hop sound.
That's right. And he has a lot of records, a lot of gold and platinum plaques. We'll talk to Jim. And also, Wendy Williams will be checking in this morning.
Yes, you know Wendy likes to check in from time to time because she's in a luxury prison.
She has nothing else to do.
And whenever you're a luxury prisoner or a prisoner anywhere, you know, you just want to reach out to the outside world.
Yes, so she'll be checking in as well. All right, well, let's get the show cracking. We got front page news. Last night, Trump had his first cabinet meeting,
Yes,
and Elon Musk was there, and he's not part of the cabinet.
that is a fact.
Oh, gosh. We'll break that down in front page news, so don't go anywhere. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Morning, Morgan.
Good morning, DJ Envy, Charlamagne the God, and Jess Hilarious. How y'all feeling?
Peace, Morgan.
Good.
Yeah, happy Friday Eve. All right, let's get into it. So, like you said, Envy, President Trump, he held his first cabinet meeting of his second term yesterday, and he discussed a variety of topics, including securing the border, energy production, Doge, tariffs, Social Security, Medicaid, inflation, and the Ukraine-Russian war. Now, Trump said his administration is working towards an end to the Russia-Ukraine war, and also mentioned tariffs against China will soon take effect. Now, the president also promised any cuts to the federal government will not impact Social Security of Medicaid. So he also praised efforts of Elon Musk, who was in attendance of the meeting, as you mentioned, to cut government fraud and waste. And let's hear more from Trump's cabinet meeting on border and energy.
In just over 1 month, illegal border crossings have plummeted by numbers that nobody's actually ever seen before. It's much more than 100%. And we've unleashed American energy at levels that will soon be reported. But we think we're going to get it going very quickly. We have incredible people on the energy front.
Yeah, so again, Trump reiterated that the government waste will not only government waste will be on the chopping block. And again, those cuts will not impact Social Security and Medicaid. Now, he believes that dead people are currently getting Social Security checks, and his administration is tracing those checks down. Now, this meeting, of course, comes as the GOP House-led has passed a budget resolution narrowly with a 217 to 215 vote. Now, that measure is now being debated in the Senate. Now, also during that cabinet meeting, he pushed to end the Russia-Ukraine war. He touted the agreement that allows American access to Ukraine's minerals and resources, and he called it rare earth. He said the U.S. is getting back more money from getting back all the money it gave to Ukraine through the war. And he went on to say that the president is also engaging with China to ensure a fair trade agreement. Now, speaking on China and other things, the tariffs, those 25% tariffs are going to move forward on imports from Mexico and China. And the new date for that to go in effect is April 2nd. He said not April 1st because he's superstitious. He also said the European Union will be hit with 25% tariffs and claimed that 27-country bloc was formed to, quote, screw the United States. Now, Musk, he made his presence known at the meeting. He claims the email to federal workers was misinterpreted, saying he wants to keep everybody who's doing an essential job and doing it well. He says that if you're not doing an essential job or you're not doing it well, then you should not be on the public payroll. I think that's fair. Musk also says his efforts to cut the government waste through Doge. He further spoke about his efforts to cut government waste through Doge. Let's hear those comments from Musk at the cabinet meeting.
Helping fix the government computer systems. Many of these systems are extremely old. They don't communicate. There are a lot of mistakes in the systems. The software doesn't work. So we are actually tech support. It's ironic, but it's true. The overall goal here with the Doge team is to help address the enormous deficit. We simply cannot sustain as a country $2 trillion deficits.
Listen, man, I keep saying it over and over. I have no problem with them wanting to cut government fraud and waste. Just do it above the law. Do it in a constitutional way. Do it by working with federal workers in Congress. And I wish it was being done by, someone who was not only appointed by the president, but sworn in by the Senate. Like, we do not learn anything from history, and I don't understand that. Bill Clinton has showed us the way with the National Partnership for Reinventing Government. He's shown us that there's a way to do this in a constitutional way that actually works.
But I always thought there was protocol, right? I thought the reason that you have managers and general managers and executives is because those are the layers that you go to make sure people are actually doing their jobs, right? That's what I would think.
Yeah, there are protocols, but are we not realizing that Trump is going to do the things that he wants to do
whatever he want to do?
That means he doesn't trust his managers, he doesn't trust his executives, he doesn't trust the people on, that
I think
he put in position to do people.
That. He trusts his people. He don't trust the people before in the previous administration.
It's funny you say that though, Morgan, because he controls all branches of government, so he could do this the right way if he wanted to. You know what I mean?
That's true. That's true. So Trump, of course, he invited Musk to that meeting, and he praised Musk's efforts to identify government waste. Did you guys see that video where he basically said anybody who has a problem with Musk in the room could be thrown out, and then everybody proceeds to clap and applaud, and then Musk sits there and pretty much bows. Have you also heard about this billionaire thing where they're like the billionaire mindset where you can walk into a room and just wear a t-shirt and a hat? Everybody else in that room had on suits and ties. No hats, decorum. There was a level of decorum, traditional decorum, and then Musk comes in there with his t-shirt and his blazer. I don't know. I could be reading into more than what is necessary, but, I'm not going to get too much into that. At 7 a.m., we'll talk about Trump Gaza, and there seems to be more close calls in the aviation world, so we'll talk about that as well. Yeah.
Did you just fly, Jess? You just flew, right?
Yeah, I just flew from Tampa.
How was it?
It was all right. It was cool, but when we landed, everybody was clapping. I said, ain't it crazy? We made it. I thanked the pilot, though. I was like, thank you. When I was deep boarding the plane.
We reach.
Yeah, pretty much. Felt like an immigrant.
All right.
I was like, thank you. We made it safe. We made it back safe. So
get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open again. 800-585-1051. Call us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. This is your time to get it off your chest, whether you're mad or blessed.
I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. Everything with me is blessed.
Call up now. 800-585-1051.
Not just me. I'm what the culture feeling.
Hello, who's this?
Good morning. This is James calling from North Carolina.
Hey, James, what's up, brother?
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. What's wrong?
Just love all your kids. Oh, God.
We can't hear you, brother.
You said just love on your kids.
James recently found a text message from his son, and the text message, his son was saying that he wanted to off himself.
Well, he said, his mom said something about he doesn't want to be a burden, but he's not, man.
How old is your son, brother?
He's 17.
Have you took him to talk to anybody yet, brother?
No, I'm gonna go up there today. I was gonna go Sunday, cut his hair, and go see that in Captain America movie. I think I'm gonna go today, man.
You definitely should do that.
Yeah,
and y'all should go to some family counseling, man. Just have him sit down and talk to somebody.
Sooner than later, brother.
Absolutely.
Oh God, man, I got out of the army after he was born. I wanted to be around, man.
No, absolutely.
Where you calling from, brother?
Carolinas, he said.
What part? North or South?
North.
North.
North Carolina. I'm gonna put you on hold, man. I'm gonna get you in touch with somebody, man, that you probably can talk to.
Hold on, brother.
I'm gonna give you an email to a good psychiatrist I know.
Okay.
Hold on one second.
Hold on. You know, the sad thing is, me and my wife, we do a podcast, Casey Crew podcast, where we take emails. And in the last 2 weeks, we got 4 emails from parents saying the same exact thing. That they've been talking to their kids recently, and they've been seeing a change in their kids, and their kids have been talking about, suicide. And these are the ages from 8 to 12. And we tell everybody as a parent, like, my father went through my stuff just to make sure if you see any change, go. It's not prying. You're the mom. You're the dad. Go through the text messages. Go through emails. Go through your kids' stuff. You want to make sure that you're on top of it. And like Charlamagne always said, get the necessary help.
Yeah.
Talk to a therapist. Get help. Like, don't try to do it on your own because you're not professionally trained for this. Get help, please.
And actually be happy that your kid is expressing that they have an issue. You know, because some kids don't express that they have an issue. They just keep it to themselves, and then they actually end up completing suicide.
That's right.
So be happy that they're actually telling you, because now that's a cry for help. So go get them some help.
Absolutely. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, call us up right now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Wake up, wake your ass.
This is your time to get it off your chest. Whether you're mad or blessed, we want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Yo, DJ Envy, what's up with you?
What's up, brother?
What's up, brother? Hey, I wanted to give a shout out to you, Charlamagne, The Breakfast Club, man. Big shout out to y'all. I've been listening to y'all for years.
Thank you, brother.
Appreciate you.
Charlamagne, one time from South Carolina, my boy.
You already know. Where you calling from?
5 years ago. I'm in Charleston right now.
843 all day. That's home.
All day. Hey, about 5 years ago, I went to do ayahuasca, and I've been on a mad healing journey since. And I put that into my music, and I do medicine music, brother, on a level that has never been heard before. And I would love for you to check out some of my music.
Tell them where to find the music.
So it's Yeshua Ami. It's spelled YESHUA, and then Ami, OMI. You can find it on Spotify. You can find it on Apple Music, and that's all across all digital platforms. But I follow you in your mental health healing message, and I love what you stand for, brother. I wasn't able to make it to any of your conferences, but I've been to one of your book things, and I love what you're doing in the community. I really believe you're going to connect with my music, bro.
I appreciate you, my brother. Have you gone on have you had another experience with Mother Aya since 5 years ago?
Man, I done did 17 ceremonies.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I've been to Rhythmia. I've been to places with Tito Juanito. I've took this healing deep, and I put some of that healing in my music. You can hear it, you can feel it. It's different, bro. It's really different.
I can't wait to hear it.
Really different.
I've only had one ceremony before. I had one actually last year in February. I was supposed to do it again recently, but I couldn't do it.
All right, brother.
Where did you go?
I was in California, actually.
Oh, wow. It ain't nothing like going actually to North America, man. I've been to Costa Rica and I've been to Colombia.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Bogota, yeah. Bogota was my most potent experience. But all about that, I'm all for the plant medicine.
Same.
Plant medicine journeys. And hey, Jess, I don't know if I gave you a shout out. I know you a plant medicine girl, too.
Absolutely. What's up, babe?
Well, thank you, brother. We're going to check your music out, man.
MDs, them golden teachers. Yeah.
Yeah, golden teachers and Amazonians, all that.
You would love the music too, Jess. It's definitely shroom music.
I got you. I'm gonna check you out.
I love everything y'all do for the culture.
Thank you,
Charlamagne, please check me out and let me know what you think, my brother.
I will, King.
All right, brother. Hello, who's this?
It's Great Dane, man.
Dave, what's up? Where you calling from?
I'm calling from Philly, man.
Philly, what up? Get it off your chest, brother.
Hey, I wanted to talk about all these Hispanic workers not being on the job site. I'm a crane operator, and it's crazy. It's like a ghost town out there now.
Well, they have a reason to be hiding, sir.
Yo, when I tell you, it used to be so crazy out there. I used to have to tell people to move their vehicles. Now it's like I go out there, it's a ghost town. You can't even find them. They out there for like 30 seconds to get the job done, and they out.
You understand why?
Who's doing the work though?
They still come out and do the work, but I don't know if they got somebody around the corner giving a signal, letting them know if it's good or not. Because it's times I might see like 20 of them out there, and they just disappear. And I'm like, wow, what happened?
Doom, 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 doom.
Hey, yo, but
like y'all don't know what happened. Why we acting so clueless? You know what's going on out here.
Jesus. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up. Now, we got Jess With The Mess coming up.
Yeah, this is crazy. 13-year-old boy was killed, right, in a gang war. And little baby may be brought into the shooting investigation.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll talk about that when we come back. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get to Jess With The Mess.
News is real, whether it's Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore, just don't do no lies,
She don't spare nobody.
Worldwide Jess, worldwide Mess.
On The Breakfast Club.
She's a culture shifter.
She was able to get y'all to see something and understand something that nobody could get you to see.
It's time to set it off.
So what is the word on the street about little baby being linked to this murder for this 13-year-old little boy?
Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this was crazy. So yesterday, Wednesday afternoon, there was a press conference that was held by the Atlanta Police Department. This press conference was actually an update. So they've been working on this, the killing of, it's actually two 13-year-old little boys, but one of them was celebrating his birthday. They said he was able to be 13 for all of 24 minutes before he was shot and killed. So the Atlanta Police Department come on this press conference to give an update, and let's take a listen to what they said, and then we'll talk about the little baby piece. Take a listen to this.
Freeman was allowed to be a 13-year-old for 27 minutes before gang violence ultimately took his life. Gang violence that was orchestrated by adults in our city, and cowardly acts of an Atlanta-based rapper that decided to go over into a rival gang stronghold and shoot a music video in a place that he knew he should not have been. And in the subsequent days, we saw homicides and shootings, and ultimately the deaths of two children as a result of his cowardly actions. And you know who you are. And I tell you that this team will work relentlessly to hold you and the persons that you are affiliated with responsible for those actions.
Okay, so he just went to shoot a music video near where the little boy got killed at?
I think he shot it at a gas station, right? He shot it at a gas station, and I think that's what he was talking about.
So I don't know the exact location that he's referring to, Envy, but I watched the full press conference, and what they said in the press conference was wherever the video was shot, it was a rival gang area. So they say after this video was shot, there were the two little boys that was killed. There was another young person that was injured but did not die. But there were so many shootings that resulted after this, back and forth between the two rival gangs. They actually called out one of the rival gangs in the press conference as well too. But when asked about the second rival gang, and when asked about who the rapper was that they were referring to, they said that they didn't want to reveal it because they didn't want to compromise their investigation. They said that they've spent over 500 hours just scavenging through, they have people reaching out and giving information. There's a $50,000 reward right now for any remaining information. Now, little baby's name comes into this because a local news channel, Channel Action 2 News, actually went and obtained arrest warrants. So these are arrest warrants that are coming, which is why in the press conference, the Atlanta Police Department and the agencies working with them said, hey, we don't want to mess up our investigation. They didn't want to speak before they actually got to act on these arrest warrants. But Channel 2 Action News is reporting that within the arrest warrants for this that they obtained, rapper Lil Baby, also real name Dominique Jones, his name is listed in the arrest warrant. So based on this information, we should be seeing the arrest coming soon. And as you can hear, they seem pretty pissed off by, even having to be investigating this. I mean, people died behind it, but I think what they're trying to say is that it was reckless because it could have been, they didn't have to do this video in that neighborhood, which sparked what they're saying.
But look, that's what I'm saying. So this was before or after the little boy was killed that he shot the video?
It was before. So he shot the video and then all of the stuff happened. Like basically it pissed off the rival gang that they came and shot a video in their neighborhood, in their hood. So after that, then these three kids are now shot.
Closer to your mic too.
These three kids are now shot. 2 of them don't make it. So now it turns into a murder investigation.
Those are some heavy allegations to put on somebody just because they went to shoot a music video someplace.
It's very heavy.
That's what I was saying. Shooting a music video is not against the law. Shooting a music video wherever you want is not against the law. But I see it just seems odd to make those allegations, like Charlamagne said, without charging somebody. Like it's almost like they're spitting gossip. Like charge somebody. Don't say somebody's cowardly. Don't say none of that stuff. You charge them, and then you could have those claims. In my opinion.
And I ain't gonna lie, I still don't know what's going on. I still don't know if, was the video being shot? No, listen, was the video being shot while somebody else was getting shot? Like I don't know.
No, so they shot a music video. After the music video, and the music video was shot.
So he was already gone.
Yeah, Lil Baby was not there when all the shooting happened. Is that what you're asking?
Okay, all right.
Yes, he was not there, but his video was shot. Rival gang neighborhood. This is what police are alleging. Because that video was shot, it had an effect, right? So now the two gangs are they're mad at each other. And
it was already a gang war going on anyway.
Allegedly.
But they're basically saying that this video ignited things and took it to a different level, resulting in these 3 kids being shot, two little boys being killed. So now they have these arrest warrants that the little baby is allegedly named in, and we should be finding out more about how they were even able to obtain arrest warrant and what they have them in connection of. They're saying that there was a hit called because of the back and forth with these gangs, but the hit was called from someone who's already locked up. This guy's in jail.
Yeah, there's clearly a lot missing from this story, because if I'm a rapper and I go shoot a music video somewhere and then a bunch of gang members are upset and they start shooting at each other and killing innocent people, how is that my fault or tied to me? Clearly there's something missing from this story.
I don't understand. And I think because he was there, they're going to link it to him. Like,
how? All I did was shoot a music video.
They're gonna try, right?
Unless it's a music video taunting them, I don't see how.
But even if it is taunting, it's not against the law. Like you see people shoot videos at funeral places and things like that. Like it's foul, it's wrong. But is it against the law?
No,
I don't know.
Well,
once again, those some heavy allegations to put on somebody just because they went to shoot a music video.
Trying to connect to the artist.
And they've already made 7 arrests, and they now have these warrants. So I think that we're just going to find out more about how they're even able to link him, why they're leaning so much in on just this music video as these arrests happen.
Now, you did say that there's a warrant for his arrest. You said that they seen it for Little Baby's arrest.
According to Channel 2 Action News, they've obtained arrest warrants confirming that that the rapper that was referenced was Lil Baby, also known as Dominique Jones, which is his real name. So he is a part of the arrest warrants that this local news station obtained, which is how they were able to say, okay, the person that police officer was talking about is Lil Baby, because they would not say it. A journalist even doubled back and said, so y'all gonna say a rapper but not say who it was? Y'all gonna say rival gang but not say who it was? And they said no. So then local news went and found their arrest warrants for this current investigation, and they just blew this whole thing up.
Well, thank you, Lauren.
All right. Well, that is Jess with the Mess. Now, next hour, Wendy Williams will be checking in, correct?
Yes, she will.
All right.
We got some good stuff with her, too.
All right. Well, when we come back, we got front page news, and then Jim Jones will be in the building. His album, The At the Church Steps, comes out this Friday, so we're going to be kicking it with Jimmy in a little bit, so don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake up. You're locked into The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. What up, Morgan?
What's up? Did y'all see that AI video that Trump put out about? Well, maybe he didn't put it out, but there was an AI video released yesterday about Trump Gaza. The strip?
I did see that.
He put it on his page. He reposted it.
Oh, okay. So President Trump, he did. He shared an AI-generated video that shows him sunbathing in a newly renovated Gaza Strip. The video posted on Truth Social shows the president lounging with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu at a resort called Trump Gaza, while a rap song calls it a golden future. Let's hear a quick snippet from that song from the Trump Gaza video.
Trump Gaza shining bright, golden future, a brand new life. Feast and dance, the deal is done. Trump Gaza #1.
Yeah, Trump Gaza #1. In case you missed it, the video also shows Elon Musk eating hummus and tossing money into the air, and a giant golden statue of Trump in the public square. Now, the White House has not commented on the video. Trump said earlier this month that he would like to see, or he would like to relocate the Palestinians in Gaza living in that war-torn country to possibly Jordan, but he could, so that he could turn it into a resort and so that the U.S. could own it. Any ideas or thoughts on that?
Where are the Arab Americans in Dearborn who voted for Trump? Like, where are the pro-Palestinian people who used to, go out and, interrupt Vice President Kamala Harris when she was on the campaign trail?
Yeah.
I feel like they've gotten so quiet.
It's not just Detroit, like you said, around the country.
I feel like they've gotten so quiet. And Donald Trump is out here talking about, ethnic cleansing, and he's letting you know we putting the resorts on the beach in Gaza. Like, where they at?
Yeah, I can't speak for the Muslim population who you're speaking about, but hey, they should definitely tap in. I'm not sure. I will go on to say that, right now that is not viable. The White House and Trump has also said that this is, of course, a war-torn country. So this is, he said, think of it as a real estate project. It's not something that's going to happen right away. There's a lot of things that need to be cleaned up in that area. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, the cleaning they talking about doing is ethnic cleansing. Getting all of the Palestinians out there and moving them to other places so they can start building, turn it into Mara Gaza.
Mara Gaza. I'm not sure. Okay. All right, guys, let's switch gears. The FAA says an American Airlines pilot called off a landing at Reagan National Airport. That's the same airport where that tragic incident happened with the Black Hawk helicopter. Now, after spotting another plane on the runway, this pilot decided to pull up and try again. The plane was coming in to land around 8:20 a.m. local time when the pilot saw another plane preparing to take off. And so the pilot decided to make a go-around landing attempt. Now, the FAA says the decision was made to ensure proper separation between the landing aircraft and the departing flight. Now, this comes at the same time the NTSB and FAA are investigating a Southwest Airlines plane, a separate incident that nearly crashed into a private jet at Chicago's Midway Airport. Video posted to social media shows the Southwest jet close to touching down before pulling up as a smaller jet taxis across its path. Now, the Southwest flight returned to air before later landing safely. Now, that pilot on Southwest Airlines flight 2504 confirmed to go around in order to avoid a collision. Todd Engel was also on board. Let's take a listen to air traffic control and the pilot, and then we'll also hear comments from passenger Todd Engel in that incident.
04 going around. 2504, roger, that's maintain 3000. Southwest 2504 up to 3000.
I always say a prayer before I travel all the time anyway, which is good. And then, of course, said another little prayer after they accelerated, because they knew there was something not right. Everyone just kind of looked around and just, okay, this ain't normal, but nobody panicked. Nobody panicked at all.
Crazy thing about that is I was talking to Lauren LaRosa about this yesterday. She used to be a flight attendant, and she said this happens a lot more frequently than people think.
That's what I want to know.
She said it happens a lot. She said now people are just, I guess, filming it, but she said it happens a lot more than you think. She's like, you start landing, and then something gets in your way, a taxi, another plane, or whatever it may be, and they have to pull up. And I've been in a couple of flights that's happened, but I've never thought about why. I always thought it was the wind. I thought it was the weather, but it could have been those reasons.
That's what I want. I would love to talk to somebody from the FAA just to see how much things like this used to happen before we paid attention to them, or before the media used to show it to us all the time.
Right.
But I will say, I ask you, are your concerns heightened at this point?
Hell yeah.
I mean, they've been heightened ever since the first Reagan.
Reagan.
Reagan. Ever since the first Reagan flight landed real bad like that, and all the people died. But I mean, you just gotta know you protected. I mean, if it's gonna be your time, it is definitely gonna be your time. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. We can't just stop flying. Nobody can just stop flying. You know.
That's right.
All right. Speaking of protection, let's bring things home to you guys in New York. New York City Mayor Eric Adams. So he is facing federal corruption charges and is now facing backlash for comparing himself to Jesus. At a Black History event at Gracie Mansion, he called out the Negroes for calling for his resignation. Let's hear those comments from New York City Mayor Eric Adams.
So this is a biblical moment. You know, when Jesus was on the cross, he said, God forgive them, for they know not what they do. All these Negroes who are asking me to step down, God forgive them. Are you stupid? I'm running my race right now.
He's from New York for real.
He's supposed to say, "Oh, you dumb."
Yeah,
That's what he's supposed to say, you dumb.
Are you dumb?
stupid.
Yeah, the Remy Ma type
But this is
type.
what I don't like about the media, though, man. When they don't like somebody, they demonize every word that comes out of their mouth. I saw headlines that said Eric Adams compares himself to Jesus. How many times have we heard people say that?
Yeah.
That phrase? Like a million times. That's a black phrase. Like, he's not comparing himself to Jesus.
He's just a bad guy right now, and a lot of people hate him, as you can see, definitely the press and the media. So they're going to attack everything that he says. But I tell everybody, if he didn't do the things that they said he did, and he feels like, look, I didn't do it and you attack me, he gonna talk his ish.
Right.
You know what I mean? It is what it is.
Then he's not your traditional mayor.
No.
He talk ish all the time. So.
And he shouldn't have just called out Negroes, because there's a lot of people that wanted him to step down.
That I think is the problem.
That was the actual issue.
Yeah, is the fact that he said Negroes, and then he had to later he clarified that, he was like, well, there are a lot of people calling me, calling for my resignation. So it's like, well, it's not just Negroes.
Yeah, that's what he should. That's the problem. But that's the problem.
But I think he said Negroes because he
wanted to say but even still, he's wrong.
But he's like, at least my Negroes should be rocking with me. My should be rocking with me.
Yeah.
They're the ones that's going to get more.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what he probably meant by it. Like, he expected from the others.
I think that's definitely what he meant.
But y'all my people and y'all going against me.
We'll continue to watch and see what happens with New York City Mayor Eric Adams. Of course, another poll shows that former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo is actually gaining favor to be New York's newest mayor. The latest poll from Honan Strategy Group shows that the former governor would dominate the Democratic primary mayoral race. He has a 26-point lead in the latest poll, with a 38% of respondents saying they'd vote for the former governor. So it's happening. It looks like New York City is gearing up for this mayoral race, and I will keep you posted as to what happens in regards to, of course, New York City Mayor Eric Adams, and of course the corruption charges that he is facing as well. So that's your front page news. I'm Morgan Wood. Follow me on social at Morgan Media, and for more news coverage, follow at Black Information Network. Download the free iHeartRadio app and visit us at BINnews.com. Thank you.
Thank you, Morgan.
Hi, Morgan.
Now, when we come back, Jim Jones will be joining us. His new album, At the Church Steps, is out this Friday. We're going to kick it to Jimmy when we come back. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ, NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Jess is out today. Lauren LaRosa is filling in. And we got a special guest in the building. His album is out this Friday, At the Church Steps.
You done did it again, man.
Capo, ladies and gentlemen, Jim Jones.
What's up with y'all?
Welcome. How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. I can't complain.
Man, you make some good ass music. I done told you this a million times, but at some point you would think there'd be some type of fall off or something, but it just has not been at all. Like, At the Church Steps is a phenomenal body of work, man.
God is good.
So let's get into the mind frame, because we were talking behind the scenes and we was like, he knows how to make music.
Yes,
Right.
I you know what I was comparing it to? I was comparing it to Rick Ross. Like,
That's
Rick Ross just musically got a great ear.
Nah, you always got fire.
And you the same way.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. That's big. That's big. That's big. I wish the whole world would see it like that.
The harder to make, like, the records you got on, like, the At the Church Steps album, like the Jomo and the Genesis, just those dope street records. Is it harder to make those or a hit single like a Ballin'?
Hit single like a baller. Because the records that you hear is a reflection of things that I really going through if you listen to the music and things like that. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's very easy for me to talk about actual real things that, you know what I mean? But you got them records that you need for get lit in the club and things like that. Sometimes those are the hardest records for me to kind of produce. You know what I mean?
Do you chase Ballin', though? Do you chase that record, try to make a bigger record, or do you just make records and say, if it connect, it connect?
After the success of Ballin', I used to chase Ballin'. Down, like, I gotta find another ball, you know what I mean? And then slowly but surely I got out of that phase of just trying to chase Ballin' and make music that I could continue to make money, you know what I mean? And I do believe a hit will come, and a few hits have came since Ballin'.
I was talking to Lauren before you got up here. We was talking about an interview you did, and you said you spent $20 million the time of Ballin'. You ran through $20 million.
Yeah.
And I was counting your pockets. I was like, Jim loves cars, but he ain't love cars like that, right? Then I said, Jim loves houses, but he ain't love houses like that. Jim has jewelry, But not $20 million worth. Where did you spend the $20 million?
This spending and living. Like my credit card sometimes like $120,000 a month.
Mm.
You heard? And I ain't got nothing to do with the everyday expenses. So we deal with a lot of cash and stuff like that. So
I know it was a lot of PJ. You was PJ King at one time.
This is what I'm trying to say. So if you jumping on the jet all these times and your jet bill sometime might be $500,000 a month just because of you trying to get places. It's all added up. It's not like I spent it. Like it was just the accumulation during the ball and error through those few years where I was getting money, I was getting and I was blowing it. And as I look back thinking about the money that was spent, it came up to about 20 years between the deal money, the show money, tour money, feature money. Like I'm burning through that, you know what I mean? So I ain't got $20 million to show for it, but I definitely spent it on the land, that, you know what I mean?
I know you said in that same interview you don't regret anything, but there were things that you probably would have done differently, or just things you would have done at that time that you didn't do. What were some of those things now when you looking back, like, yo, I could have did this,
I could have been way more financially responsible than I was. But I got this thing there that you don't know till you grow.
Right.
I was very young and dumb at that time, and the experience was worth it. But as I'm older and I'm thinking back, like, damn, if we did have some people in my corner or grew up a little bit different where we were taught financial literacy as opposed to coming up in the hood and we would talk to get that money, go get the car, go get the, you know what I mean? I'm a product of the projects, you dig? Like, so everything I seen is everything I wanted, and I got that money and I emulated what I seen outside. We wasn't taught to, buy real estate. We wasn't taught to, get savings. We wasn't taught none of that. We was taught to save what you can in the shoebox and style out on everybody else, you know what I mean? And that was the mentality I had, and it took me to go through a lot to learn any bit of financial literacy, like to the point where I parted ways with my accountant, and ever since I've done that years ago, was me really gaining control of the monies that I had, because I actually had to see it. When I had an accountant, I never saw the money. I just was spending the money until I was in debt. So I'm in a whole different stratosphere in life right now, and I feel real good about it.
But your debut album is On My Way to Church.
On My Way to Church.
This album is at the church still.
Yes. 20 years later, I feel I'm that much closer to getting my life totally together. You know what I mean? And we can't do that without having God in our life.
When you gonna go into church though? You gonna be the next album actually in the church.
You outside around this album kind of gives you a little close to it.
I'm very close to it. I mean, I grew up in the church. I mean, for all my life, when I was younger, Sunday school, all-night prayer meeting, all that type of stuff. So I'm a God-fearing man. You know what I mean, I have very good morals, a very great moral compass, and that's why I believe that I'm still able to be here in good favor and things like that. You know what I mean?
It seemed like the media questioned you at one time about your role in Dipsets and Diplomats. How did that affect you, right? Because, I mean, everybody who's in New York or around the country seen
the world
what your role was or thought what your role was. So how did you handle that? How did that make you feel?
I mean, it was crazy when I woke up. Shout out to Chrissy. She was like, yo, listen, put your phone down, breathe for 5 minutes, internalize it, think about it, and don't overreact. That's what people want you to do first off. And I overreacted in the house.
Okay.
And then I got over it, you know what I mean? And I just thought about the playing field and what was really at stake and what we doing here and things like that, and what people have in their favor, and when it comes to the media, how these media games, and plus it's a playbook from our playbook that we created. You're not going to trick me with a play that I've created. You know what I mean? Like, I know this play. All right, cool. But all the things that he was saying was pretty much foolish. That it's all jokes to me, but I do know what I did. I think everybody know what I did. I mean, everybody in Harlem knew me. My name is Joan way before my name was Jim Jones. You know what I mean? Like, I really have a name up there. I mean, shouts to Harlem, shouts to my block, shouts to 12th Street, shouts to 13th Street, Lenox Ave, Foster P's, Taft P's, Uptown, Downtown, East Side, West Side. You know how this thing go.
And I think another question people always ask, and as many years as we interviewed you, I don't think people ever know, where was the break in Diplomats, right? Because you guys were tight. Like, this wasn't just we doing this. Y'all weren't a group. Y'all were family. This wasn't a rap group. Like, there was Cam the rapper, Joel's the rapper, and Freaky and Jim was kind of, in my opinion, was the muscleman. They were the way to make sure things happened. They were going to make sure the record got spun. They were going to get the clearances. They were going to make sure everything was in order.
That's what you see. But it started from me and Cam being broke in my grandmother's house with no money. Having to hustle. You know, I was in the streets. I was figuring out how to get to it. And he had his craft, which was the music, and he ended up striking gold with the craft.
When did the break? When did the veer happen where you started splitting apart? Because I know everybody started to doing their own thing. You started doing music. Joel started doing music. And Cam started doing music. When did it break where it seems like it can't come back together?
Or did it? When I listen to the album, I hear you still
always your brother no matter what. You know what I mean? Like, Doesn't mean that you got the same brotherly love that you once had. Don't mean that you're going to hang out like brothers. Like, I mean, I know brothers that try to kill each other. You know what I mean?
On I think it's on Make It Out. You say if it is what it is, then so be it. And then that's on number 3. And then number 4 on Make It Out. You say you talk about wanting to put it behind you.
Those bars,
and two brothers that's lost.
You didn't just say it is what it is, so be it. There was more to it after that.
I know, but I specifically grabbed that because to me, it sounded like
I have them pooing in their pants and not Star Wars like the Soviet. So don't be rushing for no repercussions. We got drums or some on these machines like a beat production.
Yes, sir.
It's just raps.
It sounded like to me like you guys can make it out of all this stuff. That's why I was bringing it up.
I mean, I'm not concerned about that right now. I'm concerned about this album dropping. I got other things going on. I'm concerned about Jim Jones and what Jim Jones got going on. I've done a lot for Diplomat's sake and for the sake of the people and the fans and all that, but nobody does a lot for me. You know what I mean? And that's part of the problem here. Nobody ever really pulled up for me when Jim Jones needed him to pull up, but I pulled up for everybody. So now I got to pull up for myself. You know what I mean? And all the other rhetoric, I can't even hear no more. And that's why I stick to what I know how to do. You know what I mean? Like, I'm in the process of changing what people see me to be in my past, and I'm enjoying this journey that I'm going on. If not, I'd be out here going crazy. I'd probably be in jail for crashing. And right now, the last thing I crashed was a boat in Bahamas. Shout out to my brother Ellie. You heard?
All right, we got more with Jim Jones when we come back. His album comes out this Friday. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. This morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa is here with us as well. We're still kicking it with Jim Jones. Now, when you did the Justin LeBoy interview.
Shouts to Just. Shouts to I just left LA. This is out there just to be in there.
He reached out to you and said, come on out? Or how did that happen?
That was Justin that put that together and things like that. He like, yo, Ye said you should pull up, man. Pull up to Japan. I'm like, huh?
Pull up to Japan is different.
Yeah, like, yo, bro, but you gotta say it like that's Brooklyn. Like, yo, we always. But it was dope. It was a dope experience to see him work, to see the GNC is getting to understand them more and things like that. You know what I mean? We all have friends that, I mean, you know how it is, but he's definitely a dope soul, man. I believe that he's misunderstood in a lot of ways, and I believe that he does things for people to misunderstand him and things like that, but I kind of understand him, but he's definitely dope. He's definitely a hood ass underneath all of that, you know what I mean? That's what I say.
Jim Jones fashion line or something coming?
I mean, well, I've been helping him with the Yeezy brand, which is pretty dope. We got a bunch of things going on with that. I'm excited about that. You know, fashion is one of my things. Getting fresh is one of my things. So giving me opportunities to express myself in that field, I think is pretty big. You know what I mean?
From a business perspective, you know, if you put time into that, you put energy into that, don't some of his antics affect the business? Don't you tell him like, I'm a partner with you, you got to slow down.
I'm not a partner of his. You know what I mean? Like he owns his brands and things like that. I'm just helping and learning and with the things that he needs help with. But I can't say this, man. We all have friends that do. Well, I have friends that do things that I don't necessarily agree with that they're doing, but that don't make them not my friend. You heard? These are still my no matter what goes on. And I'm not saying anything about anybody. I'm just saying in life. You know what I mean? Period and like that. You know what I mean? I don't get in certain people's business, but if you my dog,
that's your guy. You just not wearing the swastika t-shirt.
I mean, I ain't getting into none of that. You dig? I don't do politics. You dig? I ain't even vote. You heard? You dig? And I have nothing against whoever's the president. You dig? Whoever the president I feel should get that much respect because they are the president. I'm from the Ronald Reagan era. You know, he was proud to have whatever president. And he's the president. You know what I mean? And nowadays, I see a big divide with these politics. It's almost crazy how aggressive everything become. Like they want you to just be like F the president. Like how? He's still a president. Like where's the respect in this country when it comes to certain things? You know what I mean? So it's just, and let me shut up before they start bombing on me. Because I know they about to go crazy on me. Got the red hat on. This is read it.
Make Dipset
great again.
Yeah, you heard? That's all this is about. You heard? It's not. I don't got no political endeavors. You heard? You know what I'm about. I'm about community. I do all my political things is for my community. I do everything to help Harlem. Whatever I can do in my power. You know what I mean?
That was another thing, I guess, people would try to say, you're not from Harlem, you're from the Bronx, you're from the Bronx, you're from the Harlem. But I think you cleared it up in Jomo.
Yeah, but who cares? I'm from New York City. I really been in the turf, been in the field. I come from, you know what I mean? Like, you know what? I escaped to be worried about the rhetoric that. And I was caught up in the middle. Like, I'm a Harlem. I had to think about, like, bro, I done lived in Harlem. I done lived in Queens. I done lived in Brooklyn. I done lived in, I done lived in the whole city. You know what I mean? Like, I done lived in Aruba. I'm from a lot of places. You heard? It ain't where you're from, is where you at, and I get to the chicken wherever I'm at. You heard?
I always want to ask, right? You know, in past interviews, and you talk about it, bringing Bloods to New York. You ever regret that?
I didn't bring the Bloods to New York.
God damn.
What you trying to do? Not the early interview said he made it popular. That's what I was asking.
That's a difference. That's a difference.
Making it commercializing.
There you go.
Yeah, I made it cool, but I also commercialized. I made millions of dollars off the gang culture. You know what I mean? So same thing with Snoop has done and how the West Coast. You know what I mean? So, but I know I did not start that. I was a young kid. You know what I mean?
Commercialized,
coming up out the ghetto
I think he means
and looking for. You know what I mean? My place in society and things like that. And the brotherhood always took care of me. And you did. Shout out to the brothers, man. You know what I mean?
You've always moved very militant, but you keep the street life, and you keep the rap life. But on this album, you included some court recordings about the Mel Matrix situation. Why was that?
I don't know. Shouts to Melly, free Melly till it's in reverse, man. It's my brother, it's my heart, my soul, man. I really love and respect that man, man. You know what I mean? For numerous amounts of reasons, not just the obvious that people know and things like that. Like, he's a man of honor. He stood 10 toes down, along with Shotty, along with Harvin, along with all the others that got faded due to somebody not playing the game right and things like that. You know what I mean? And when I see that, I got to tip my hat to them every time. There's probably so many other things they could have did in those situations, but they decided to stay down like gangsters do. You know what I mean? So I definitely got to shout that out. You heard back to back, Lottie. I love you to death. You heard, and it's free until we see him, and he'll be home in a little while. For real.
You rap about the labels having, I don't want to say a certain responsibility, but I guess a certain responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
When you saw Leo's comments that he made up here a long time,
what he said?
He basically just was like, he got to eat too.
What he said?
He said he got to. He said
what he say?
He said he got to eat too. You know, in regards to people pushing the drug culture, the gang culture, whatever.
I mean, bro, nobody's twisting nobody's hand to do anything. You heard? This is entertainment business, man. Shouts to Leo. I've learned a lot of lessons from him. I don't agree with everything that a lot of people do and things like that. But he was one of the first people that gave me a position to be one of the biggest executives in the game at Warner Music Group. So I really ain't got too much bad to say about him. I more have something to say about myself by letting people like Dame and Killer trick me out of them positions when I had them power by making me feel less than when they would see me inside of them office. Like, oh, you working for these? Oh, you a dude boy? Oh, you a son? You ain't no boss. A boss don't work for nobody. But not understanding my position, how much power I had that I could move, and you know what I mean, in this game. You know what I mean? And it was things like that always kind of, you know what I mean. So there's a lot to it and like that. You know what I mean?
Now you did mention something I want to talk about, because this has been a conversation for 10 years, right? Mm-hmm. You just mentioned, he said that they tricked you out of it because they said bosses don't work for people, right? And that's a conversation our community has. But I think Charlamagne been trying to say for a long time, you could be a boss and have a job but still do your thing on the side.
I mean, period. It's the whole premonition of how they make you feel in certain situations and things like that. You gotta know we from Harlem and everybody got a way of certain people. You know what I mean? But I knew better than that, so I pretty much tricked myself out of my own position by, I stand 10 toes on what I believe, because I knew what I was there for. I knew what I could do inside of them buildings. I knew how ill I was and what I've done so far for diplomats by painting this aesthetic and letting people see us in a way as superheroes. Like, what I could do that for so many other artists, which I have. That's why I was able to get that job in there, because they was paying me a consulting fee at Def Jam. I was making like $200,000 a year, but I definitely had the know-how and the smarts to do the job. That was easy for me. Great experience, though. Great experience. Shouts to ASAP Yams. That's what he started as an intern for me.
Oh, he was the intern, right? Yeah.
Your loyalty.
Carol Civil too. Karen Civil. She was also an intern for me. I've helped jumpstart a lot of careers, not only rap careers inside of this industry.
But you don't get no credit for that. They say all Jim do is send people to jail.
I don't want credit no more. I want debit. Cash me out. How I send people to jail? That's what I'm saying. How? Who did you see me send to jail? What is he smoking? They smoking new drugs out here. You heard? From where? How? Who?
No, that's what Cam said. I don't know.
He's a bird. He's a bird head. He don't want no smoke. Tell him he a boxer, right? I'll box his head off. Where's the ring at? You getting money, right? Y'all do sports? 10 million right now. In the morning, I'll catch a flight wherever you at. You with Mayweather and them, 10 million. I'll meet you in any boxing ring. Now go make some jokes about that on your next show. I'll box your head off. You know that. Don't play with me. Yeah. Now go type about that.
Jim, Chrissy would tell you take 5 seconds and breathe. Chrissy would tell you take 5 seconds and breathe.
Church steps. After church steps, you cannot act like that.
Chrissy would say,
walking up the
take 5 seconds.
Service, we still in praise and worship. You got time to make it in for the sermon.
Chrissy would say take 5 seconds and breathe.
We're gonna bring it back. You know, all Jesus' disciples was gangsters, though, right?
Jesus flipped tables,
and I am a disciple. Remember that.
What does Freak say? What does Freaky Zeke say?
I don't know. Freak bugging me out right now. You heard? Freak in a crazy position right now, but I want him to get his money and do whatever business moves he need to do. You dig? Shouts to American Freak. He always gonna be my brother for life. No Freak for a very long time.
What you want to hear off the album?
What I want to hear off the album is either gonna be Make It Out or Genesis.
It's for radio. Let's do Make It Out for radio.
All right, let's do Make It Out.
All right, we got more with Jim Jones when we come back. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Jim Jones is here. We're still kicking it with him. Lauren?
After the Versus reunion, I feel like I thought that everything was like good, and then it got like randomly just got like rocky again.
Yeah,
like where does that?
The Versus was weak, man. Man, because he got booed and we lost, man. Let's tell the truth.
That's what y'all fell out about again? It's not that. It can't be that. No, that was a joke.
He got booed at the end. He forgot his freestyle.
Yeah, but I'm saying because when we were up here trying to figure out like what reignited all of the whatever this is, we remembered that like it was after the Verses. It can't just be that.
I don't care about none of it. You heard? That's the difference between me. I don't take none of it personal, bro. I could take a loss and walk off and laugh at it. I'm gonna still go home to the house that I live in and love life. You heard? Like, people take things too literal. Like, these people get in this rap game and be mad that they didn't have the #1 album. Them, they want to cut their wrists and all that. I don't care about none of that. You heard? Shout out to Jade and them. They was on top of their game. They knew what they came to do. They was ready. Us, not so much ready.
No.
Us, not so much ready. But, you know, you win some, you lose some. But what's up? Who want to do a versus with me right now? Yeah.
That'd be a good
Who want to do one with me?
Who would you want to do a versus against?
Any one of them. Pull it up. New York, I love all my brothers in New York, but you can pull them up. Don't matter who it is. Who would you say? Who you hear? I got a real catalog. I just had a gold record last year. I mean, I got 20 records for every year.
You know what would be a good one?
We can start from 20 years ago. I give them one record for each year, all the way up to now.
Capo versus Styles P.
He don't got enough catalog for that.
He got a lot. Styles got a lot of catalog.
Not a commercial catalog. He not going to last. I mean, I love Styles. You dig, but set it up.
It depends. If it's just solo records, that'd be a good one for y'all.
I got more solo records than most of them that really hit. Remember that. You dig? Like, I got a lot of gold singles and I got some action with them. You dig? It's gonna be hard for a lot of people from New York to win with Capo.
You know, on the record,
sounds like he want to do one with 50 Cent. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like Jim.
Nah, I don't want to do nothing with that sucker. You heard? Leave him out the conversation.
You
don't
did
start.
that on purpose.
No, I didn't.
He did. Don't
no,
start.
No, because he said a rap. He said New York, and that's the only one that has a catalog.
I low key was thinking it. I just didn't want to say it.
Because you got a catalog. There's no.
Because when you said think about it, I'm trying to think who else even just commercially would have a big enough songs consistently to even. But you know,
it has platinum records, gold records, #1 records. It's not too many in New York.
Listen, at the church steps, man. On your
no.
That or Hove. Or Hove got that type of catalog. Nas got that type of catalog. But artists like that?
No, but they would. I feel like even like you would have to bring it to.
Super great. I ain't going to do no verse.
Now you can't do no verse with him.
You talking about?
You talking about the artists that got those types of
right there. Like,
yeah, you have to bring it up.
I'm not gonna be saying no.
It's the artist that has those type of records.
Never doing them. Nope.
Nope.
You heard? Anybody else? You heard? But Hove is. You can't. One thing we're not gonna do is front on Hove. He did what he's supposed to out here. Like, it's gonna be very hard for anybody to beat him in some type of verses.
I don't think anybody can.
Who's the lineup? You know, I love Drizzy. You dig, but a versus there's a lot of variables to that. That's a dog fight. You know what I mean? But as far as I'm concerned, yeah, right now and where I'm at, I would do it. And I'm saying I want to do it, but yeah, if that was the play. That Swiss felt like he had a bag. I need triple what I had last time the way we put that versus on fire too. We had that thing looking like a championship game. Yeah, Swiss holla at me and you backdoored me, gave that man some business that you ain't give all of us. You definitely got to give me triple Swiss and you got to give me some real business this time. See, that's the funny thing about this game. Y'all don't talk about the backdooring that's going on for the verses. Everybody keep keying, but I wanted the bag. We got the bag, but boy still went back door. Like, yo, for me to do the verses, you got to give me part of this business that had nothing to do with us. You heard? But he would say that's me being a businessman. Nah, that's you being a sucker doing backdoor. But nobody want to talk about that. I know.
We didn't know. Yeah,
I ain't no backdoor ass. You heard? I stand on 10 toes and I break bread with my. Period. That's always who I've been. You heard, it's never been an artist that took advantage of. You heard, I really put money in all of my artists' pockets that I deal with, and all my we get money together. I'm not one of them type of dudes, bro.
You know, on Call on Me, you talk about a conversation you had with Puff right before they sent the
shouts to Diddy,
the feds to get him. Like, what was that last conversation?
Shouts to Big Bro. It was a great time. I mean,
you said you asked him about his rich friends. Now they acting like he dead to him.
Mm-hmm.
But when that loyalty get molded, you can see what the bread wants.
What the bread ruins.
What the bread ruins, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when that loyalty get moldy. I mean, and I don't get into nobody business. Shouts to D, man. He did a lot for the game. I don't want to get into all that, but he did come uptown the day before. They came and got him, and he sat uptown with me for 5 to 6 hours, right on Lenox Ave. Said he felt like he was in Capri on a yacht. Just the freedom of being uptown in a no judgment zone in the middle of hood where we don't judge, because people going through their own up there, you know what I mean? So there's some normalcy in that for him and things like that. And he just sat down and enjoyed himself. He had a good conversation with me. I had a good conversation with him, uplifting conversation, a spiritual conversation, you know what I mean? I know Diddy for half my life and things like that. He's always been big, bro, and I know he's going through a lot right now, you know what I mean? So I do wish him the best. I don't want nobody to come down on me, try to cancel me, all this, you know what I mean? I ain't with none of that. God bless you, bro, you know what I mean?
I do want to ask you one last question. Could love trick you off the street, Jim? And this is what I mean by that. I feel like there's nothing any stranger could ever say to you to make you do anything at this point in your life. But the people you've actually loved and rolled for and been loyal to could.
Trick you off the street? Loyalty could trick you off the street. Definitely. And it's almost tricked me off the street a few times in the midst of my journey by being loyal to a flaw. Love is a crazy thing, and it depends on what type of love you're talking about. Love could up your emotion if you're not disciplined in the household and know that you have a job to do, especially a job like we have. It's not easy getting up and leaving the house and not home as much as you need to be. You know what I mean? Not spending the time you need to be and things like that. But you know this is something, a mission that you have to accomplish, or else your family can't. You know what I mean? So it gets tricky at that time. You start to feel bad and you start to feel all type, you know what I mean? But you gotta stay on your dean, man. Else it's gonna be cold out here. So you gotta get that bag, man. You know what I mean? The family is gonna be there when you get back, and you gotta figure out how to make time for the ones you love also. You know what I mean? So there's a balance, you know that.
So Cam calls you today and Cam says, look, man, we better than this. Listen, have this
Think about what
conversation,
Chrissy
put
would
it to
tell
the
you
side.
to breathe. Then
This is you and Cam.
Yes.
And Cam. He calls you and says, yo, we better than this.
I'm petty than this.
Damn.
I'm taking it petty right now. I just don't want to have no conversation with nobody. I worry about Jomo, bro. It's nothing to worry about. It's nothing to talk about.
For the moment,
nothing to talk about, bro. Unless he want to box for that 10 million, because I could use 10 million. Nothing to talk about, bro. I don't want to talk about nothing, bro. It's nothing to talk about. Not right now. I didn't say for life. As of right now, I don't have nothing to talk about. I got other things that I'm doing. I got businesses that I'm attending to. They getting their money. I'm getting my money too. But I got a lot of things that I'm doing. You heard? And I ain't got no time to be interrupted in my time or my mental space to deal with anything but what I got going on. Because that might take away and that might start making me crashing for doing things that I'm not supposed to be doing. You know what I mean?
Have people tried to put y'all on the phone since all of this?
Nah.
Only reason I say that because life is short. And you know, you see people at funerals now and you like, damn, are they cool? Or is this the first time that they seen each other since he passed? Like,
I pop out to his funeral.
God damn, Jim.
You set yourself up to that.
No,
he said right now he's in that, but that maybe next year he'll feel differently.
Might
but
not be
it's
next year is what I'm saying. God forbid.
Right. I'm going to pop out to the funeral if that's the case, you dig? So I got love for him. I ain't going to miss that. But right now, I ain't gonna miss my opportunity of getting to this motion that I got going on. Album on Friday. We got a movie coming out next month for At the Church Steps. Shout out to all the people that's in the movie. I had a good time with that one. You dig? Like, I'm just trying to stay down this line. Tunnel vision. You heard? Like, we all seen a different a side of me where, you know what I mean? Like, let me stay here. You heard? Let me stay out of these people's way. You heard? Let me keep doing my music. Let me just keep doing the things that got me feeling good, looking good, and things that people respected me for not entertaining any boy. Let me stay here. We're going to keep putting on as long as I can. You heard? Dipset, VL, that thing don't change, man. February 28th, y'all go get the album At the Church Steps. Appreciate everybody that participated in the album.
There you have it. It's Jim Jones. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Boom.
Let's get to Jess with the Mess.
Worldwide Mess. On the Breakfast Club.
She's the culture shit.
With Lauren LaRosa.
I'm back. And I got the mess.
Talk to me.
Yup. So, Lauren, what we got going on?
We checked in with our girl Wendy Williams yesterday. Wendy called into the show. Just wanted to give some updates. We've been breaking some news, so she just wanted to hear you. Want you guys to hear her voice. So let's take a listen. We talked to her about how her weekend was with her dad.
The birthday was great, you know what I'm saying? Me and my dad, we had a great time. And, you know, my sister and my brother, you know, my niece. We all had a really great time. My son was a part of it, too. I also did some shopping in Miami because my guardian person told me that I would not be going to storage. So, you know, everything is in storage here in New York. So I have to see the judge. I have to meet my attorneys. I have to do this and that here in New York. So, you know, so I did some clothing shopping while I was in Miami, which, by the way, my guardian person gave the credit card to my attorney who I fired back in New York. They denied me doing some of the shopping in Miami. The point is that this is the freaking life that I'm still in.
Yeah.
So she wanted to go shopping?
Yeah, because remember...
She said she ain't got no money.
Well, I mean, I guess she got enough to do a little bit of something here and there because I think she was shopping like out in the airport and she got her hair dyed. But remember, she came on the show before and she didn't know she would go and would be able to see her dad. We saw her go and see her dad, so she just wanted to tell us how that went.
Well, maybe I'm wrong. I thought she had money. She just didn't have access to it.
She doesn't have access.
She couldn't get to the money.
Last time I heard, she had $5.
It was like $5 or $15, but I think she was kind of being funny about basically like in her pocket right now she can't just go access what she needs if she needs to.
Her guardian has control of all.
Yeah, her guardian has control because even when she talked about shopping, she mentions that they gave her attorney her credit card. Like she can't just like go and swipe away.
Right.
But another point that we talked about was people seeing her with her son when she was down in Miami celebrating her dad's birthday because people were shocked to see that. Let's take a listen.
My son and I are doing very well. You know, we're regularly on the phone, and you know what my son always says to me? It means, oh my God, I'm going to cry. It means a lot to me. He always says, you know, Mom, what's your last name? And I tell him, you know, what, Williams? And he says, no, your last name is Hunter. You're a hunter. That is my marital last name, and I'm not married anymore, but he always just wants me to be his mom.
People shouldn't think because of the situation that happened that she's going to disown him.
Yeah, that is my son, but, you know, one thing that I will not do, I will not be permissive in any way, shape, or form regarding my money, and I already told him that. I said, look, boy, you know, you leave my money alone. My money is my money.
And who was that talking with Wendy?
That's Gina Lisa. Gina Lisa is holding Wendy down, but I mean, you know, that's still her son at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah. But she's not a hunter anymore at the end of the day.
That is also
so it's
true.
like, what? As much as I wish my mother was still a Moore, she's not. You know what I mean? She has to go back to her maiden name. You know what I mean? I get what her son is saying, but like,
yeah, it's like
a lot of pain, a lot of hurt there, you know.
Yeah, and the reason why we talked about this is because for those who don't remember, in the TMZ Tubi documentary that they did, Wendy talked about her son being a horrible person to her and using money, allegedly using money when he shouldn't have. So that's why we checked in on that. And then there was also a conversation around her being medically evaluated, and that was supposed to happen in order to see if she could pick her own lawyer and all this stuff after the firing. So we talked about whether that happened or not.
The case is on pause. We recently just saw online there's some an answer that A&E responded back to the request for the lawsuit to be on pause. And I guess what they're saying is, why should this case be on pause when you already stated Wendy wasn't incapacitated? And
yeah, telling me that I'm incapacitated and have dementia.
Why would she have to undergo more medical evaluation when you already came to the forefront with this information?
Because I don't have it. Whatever.
And I don't understand. I will never understand the lawsuit against Lifetime, especially being that Sabrina was your guardian when you went through that whole process.
Yeah, so that was like that check-in right there was more so about the fact that the A&E lawsuit has been on pause because they're saying Wendy needs these evaluations, which she has not gotten because she's trying to figure out who her next attorney is going to be. But all of that is kind of, I don't know. I think it's just, all of this is pretty insane because it's like as simple as like let her do the evaluation and move on or leave it alone and let her kind of have.
Well, the evaluation might take months, so that's what they're trying to speed up the process of the evaluation so she can get in front of those people, take her test, and get up out of there.
Right.
Yeah.
Until then, she's in a luxury prison.
That's right.
So what else we got?
We got the Real Housewives of Potomac, Karen Huger, the Grand Dame. They got my girl.
What happened to her?
Oh, this is not. I mean, yeah, it's nothing to celebrate. She's arrested.
Damn.
Yeah. So she had been going through the situation for a DUI. She was pulled over. I think it was like back in December. She was pulled over. No, December. She was found guilty of all charges, like reckless driving, except for reckless driving under the influence of. There was body cam that came out. She was really, really drunk in the body cam. So she was officially sentenced by Montgomery County, Maryland. She has 2 years in prison, but there's going to be a 1 year suspended sentence. So she only do 1 year. And then she has to do probation for 5 years. And then she has 30 days to appeal this, 90 days to ask the judge to reconsider. But to be honest with y'all, if I was her, I wouldn't ask the judge to do anything. I would just take my time, stand on 10 toes, and realize like you need to sit down for a little bit. Because
take that 1 year?
Yeah. Yeah. This is not her first time. Like because when the prosecutors were having, so basically what happened is the prosecutors were stating their case of how much time they think she should do. In the midst of all of this, Karen decides to go and check herself into a rehab facility. Because of her checking herself into that rehab facility, she couldn't attend the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion. So people were like, yo, this is just a stunt for her to get a lesser sentencing, which most people do. But once the prosecutors alerted the judge that she had 3 previous DUIs, like three previous alcohol-related traffic cases between 2006 and 2011, including one, to correct myself, in which she was found guilty of DUI. They were like, okay, we're going to move forward with the sentencing. She's going to do that. That's when the sentencing happened. So that's what I'm saying. If I was her, just, you know what I mean? Take the time, reflect. It could have been worse.
At what point do you hire a driver? Like, how many DUIs do you have to have?
Not hire a driver,
That
right?
Like the two DUIs before. That's when you hired a driver.
That's what I'm saying.
But she was with her husband. I'm surprised her husband didn't look like he was twisted. I'm surprised he wasn't driving.
Listen, it was all I know is sis was gone. It was a 1-vehicle car crash. Thank God nobody was hurt terribly. But speaking of her husband was there with her when the sentencing came down, and people in the courtroom reporters said that she looked over to him and just told him that she loved him and said that God's got you, she'll be all right, God bless you. And then they took her in the
God ain't got nothing to do with this. Okay.
She trying to comfort her man because she about to go away for the year.
I understand. But God has nothing to do with this. We all make choices.
Man. So will she be put out the show? Like, what's going on with the show? She's still going to be on the show?
No, I doubt she'll be put out the show. She's a big force on the show. But the way that they did it with the reunion, they just wrapped up this last season, was they had her come in with a video. And in the video, she talked about she's checking herself into the facility, so she won't be on a reunion. She's going to do better. She wants to take accountability. She says she's not an alcoholic, but she does want to see, what's going on with her. Because she does drink and she does have something where she has like an addiction to antidepressants. So she's going to get better because, she cares about her family and wants to do better for them. So we'll see what happens.
Not only her family, her community. I mean, the fact that she got into a car crash and the fact that this happened numerous times, there could have been somebody else on the road. So thank God nobody else was hurt. But I hope she gets the help that she needs. And if she's in rehab, that means she does have some type of problem. So I just hope that she comes back better.
And we definitely Andy Cohen gonna find a way to put this on the show.
Of course. Of course.
Thank you, Lauren.
All right, that is Jess with the mess. Now, Charlamagne, who you getting that donkey to?
I need a woman named Soon Bang to come to the front of the congregation. We would like to have a word with her, please.
What's her name?
Soon Bang.
Soon Bang?
Soon Bang.
Like Soon Bang?
Soon Bang.
Okay, we'll get to it next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
You're checking out The Breakfast Club.
I was born a donkey.
It's the donkey of the day.
Look at these donkeys. Bunch of jackasses. For the donkey of the day. That's pretty funny.
Charlamagne the devil?
Possibly. The Breakfast Club.
Yes, donkey of the day for Thursday, February 27th goes to a 63-year-old woman named Soon Bang. And Soon Bang has been charged with operating a prostitution business from the New Jersey massage parlor she owns. Yes, her name is Soon Bang, and she owns the Oasis Spa in Denville, New Jersey. And with a name like Soon Bang, her career choice was just destiny. Okay, if you walk into a massage parlor and the owner is Soon Bang, then you already know they got a hidden menu. And according to police reports and a stem-to-stem interview with Soon Bang, she admitted to engaging in sexual intercourse and providing hand jobs with clients in exchange for money. Okay, I know what you're thinking. And what you're thinking is, damn it, why do I never end up at these massage parlors? Okay, they don't do this in Massage Envy. Oh, that's not what you're thinking? Oh, okay. Me neither, by the way. I was just trying to connect with whoever feels that way. But Soon Bang operates the Oasis Spa in Denville, New Jersey. And before I continue, I need you to know that the detective on this case was Detective D. Large. I'm not making any of this story up, nor am I mature enough to have this conversation, but here we are. Now, the reason police searched this massage parlor was for a number of reasons, and none of them had anything to do with her name, Soon Bang. First of all, when authorities raided Oasis Spa, they found all the classic indicators of an illicit operation, okay? They discovered a large quantity of condoms, hidden within a mattress, because safe sex is great sex, but you better wear latex. Okay, the $50 million in condoms that Donald Trump said were sent to Hamas by U.S. aid were stashed in a mattress in Oasis Spa. And they were hidden in plants, which could be an organic option for the environmentally conscious perverts out there. Okay, not to mention she had numerous online reviews for explicit sexual acts with customers. That'll do it. Okay, when you have actual online reviews about the hand jobs that are happening in your establishment, you are just begging to get caught. Okay, if your Yelp reviews sound like they belong on OnlyFans, trust and believe you might as well be snitching on yourself. When they searched Soon Bang's residence, they also found a bunch of cash hidden in her bedroom and the same style condom that was located in the Oasis Spa was found in Soon Bang's bedroom. I don't know why that was a necessary detail. She probably buys in bulk, just like Diddy does his baby oil. This what I don't understand, though. Soon Bang is 63. One of our employees got arrested. Their name was Yu Shun Lee. They 67. At what point are you too old for this? Okay? You should be sitting around watching Family Feud, playing Scrabble, but you out here living like a crime boss on a 50 Cent Power spinoff. Why? And such an obvious crime if your name is Soon Bang. Okay? Don't run a business where that's exactly what's happening. Okay? You can't get arrested for doing exactly what your name says. Speaking of her name, I think it's time to play a game of Guess What Race She Is! Soon Bang, 63 years old, owns a massage parlor called Oasis Spa. When you went to Oasis Spa, they were also operating a prostitution business. DJ Envy, guess what race she is?
This is a tough one.
New Jersey's Soon Bang. Hand jobs on the hidden menu.
I'm Asian.
Tiger style. Tiger style.
Okay. Soon Bang, 63 years old, owns a massage parlor called Oasis Spa. When you went to Oasis Spa, they were operating a prostitution business. Jess Hilarious, guess what race she is?
Black.
Ooh.
Okay. What made you think black? I'm just curious.
We can get a little kinky sometimes and do a name change, you know what I mean? Ain't nothing.
Okay. Now, I have seen no pictures. All right? I'm basing this off all gut feelings. But if her name is Soon Bang, and one of her employees is Yu Shun Lee, and Lee is spelled L-I, I'm just going to assume that DJ Envy, you are absolutely correct, and Soon Bang is Asian! Why did you do the Donald Trump double hand job dance just now? Why did you do that?
That's the winner, you win.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to assume she's Asian. A, B, C, D, hand job free. Okay? Please give Soon Bang the biggest hee-haw.
Now, I may or may have not been to Oasis Spa before.
Oh, you been there before? That's why you did the double hand job Donald Trump dance.
When I used to live in that county, there was Groupons, and you could get, they were cheap.
You know what's crazy?
Cheap massages.
I'm going to tell you what's crazy.
What?
You didn't have to volunteer that information.
Right.
Like, you just decided to tell us that you may or may not be involved in this type of activity.
Me and the wife went and got, massages, but I didn't get no happy ending or
nobody even asked you.
About. I'm just telling you.
You didn't even have to tell us you
I'm
was
just
there.
telling you. I just
Nope.
Because I looked it up when you said Oasis Spa in Denver. I'm like, I think I've been there before.
We connected all the dots.
Around the corner.
They all around New York though, because my old camera guy, Luce, he used to partake in those all the time.
Yes, he did, actually.
Yep.
That was Oasis Spa?
I don't know about Oasis Spa, but I know he used to do it. He said it's more in New York than you think it is. There's one on every corner, and the Asians be going to work.
Just never know. I didn't get no hand job or nothing like that. But
you sound guilty to me, sir.
I'm
be honest
you.
with you.
I'm telling the truth. I went with my wife.
I didn't even ask for it. We didn't ask for none of this information.
Like, what are you talking about?
Okay, and?
Let me ask you a question. You've been to a bunch of massage places. Have they ever offered you a...
Never.
Me neither.
I've never gotten that.
Me neither.
I don't believe you, though.
No, you don't have
Don't
to.
you sound guilty? Over there dressed like Arsenio Hall in the 90s, pointing that finger, doing the Donald Trump double hand job. You know what I'm saying?
I hate y'all. All right. Well, up next is Jess Fix My Mess. 800-585-1051. If you're having relationship issues or relationship problems, you can call Jess right now. 800-585-1051. Call us up right now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
X about me.
Relationship problems?
X about me.
You need to beat your coworker's ass.
X about me.
Your coworker need to beat your ass? Call it up. It's Dr. Jess, and I'm here to fix your mess. It's getting very much messy. Let me fix it.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. It's time for Jess Fix My Mess. And we got L Boogie on the line. L Boogie, good morning.
Hey, what's the deal? What's up, DJ NV, Charlamagne, and Jess?
What's up,
man?
Where you calling from?
I'm calling from Cali. What's happening?
All right, what's your question for Jess?
So you up early. What's up?
Yes, indeed. All right, look, check this out, Jess. I need your help. All right, so my coworker, she just started working maybe about 4 or 5 months ago, but now she's thinking about leaving. I ain't gonna hold you. We was on some extracurriculars in the break room a couple times. But this last time, this fifth time, we actually got caught by one of our coworkers. Usually we lock the door. I don't know. I guess we just forgot this time. But she's embarrassed. She's talking about not talking to me no more. Talking about changing apartments and leaving the job. You know what I'm saying? Entirely. I don't really know what to do. I'm trying to talk her like off the ledge, so to speak. But nah, she not having it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to get back in that quiet room.
Oh, so you just trying to get back in the box, and she's think what her job is on the line, or she just don't want the reputation around the job that she screwed you in the break room?
See, but look, the job not even on the line. I mean, nobody told the
So it's just her reputation. She don't want to be known as that, but she actually, but she chose to bust it open 5 times at work. But now,
it's too much. People know.
It should have been too much anyway. Like, why y'all don't have cars? Y'all don't. The break not long enough to go get it somewhere else.
There's more room in there.
Where y'all
more
work
room
at?
in the quiet room.
Where y'all work at?
Oh no, I ain't finna. I'm sorry.
So what's the nature of what y'all do? I mean, what's the nature? Why y'all couldn't go nowhere else?
Yeah. It's insurance. I mean, we could have went to the bar, but I mean, we got rooms at work to like lay down, take a nap. I mean,
right.
Do other things.
Okay.
no other things.
So listen. So what is your question? So you want me to help you find a way to get her back,
Talk her off
or
the ledge. Like what do I say to talk her off? Like to let her know that it's cool. Like I don't look at her different. It don't matter what
you can't say nothing. She already feel like the reputation ready to be destroyed because whoever caught y'all definitely told everybody else. Like I don't care what y'all think. Nah, that person told everybody else, whether it was a guy or girl. It don't even matter. You know what I mean? But lesson learned: don't bust it open at work. You know that ain't your fault. It's her fault, and it took 2 to do that. And
nah, but there's gotta. I could tell her. I mean, how can I like comfort her? Because this one of the ones I ain't gonna hold you. She got quay feet and a lot.
Ooh, so you just comfort her by y'all sleep somewhere else, sleep with her somewhere else, bring it to your house.
Yeah, she lives kind of far from the job, so you know what I'm saying. It's an hour commute for her each way, so that's why
that was the only way. So that was the only place that y'all could do
it. Yeah. I mean, look, I'm not driving an hour for real.
That's it. I swear, I don't have a way to help you with that, brother. I can't help you comfort her because her reputation is done now. So she might as well just start a OnlyFans, just quit, start OnlyFans, and that's it.
Man, I can't be okay like that, man.
I know. I'm sorry about that, bro.
Damn, Jess. Hey, what you doing this weekend? Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Maybe get some
look. I'm not gonna be doing what Shorty was doing with you, but I'm coming to California next weekend, March 7th and 8th. I got shows in the Bay Area, Pleasanton, California, at Tommy T. So maybe y'all can pop out at the comedy show, and there's rooms in the back of the comedy show if you wanna go back there and see what y'all get it popping at the yard.
Where'd you say you were from?
Pleasanton, California, at Tommy T's Comedy Club in the Bay.
I'll be there.
Make sure you do. Bring her. I got y'all. I get y'all a room.
I'm an inviter, but ain't no promise.
Ain't no promise. Thank you. Good luck, brother.
Appreciate you.
I was gonna tell them I'm gonna be in Cali too, but I don't want them having sex in the middle of my set. I don't want them. I don't want to be DJing and them
R&B block party.
The
R&B
block party. Yeah, I don't want them to be. Nah, you know what I mean? Like it's a little weird.
Behind one of them dumpsters. I'm gonna tell them I'm being Cali because I want them to hit me up.
I did not say that.
What's wrong with you? That was a weird segue.
What's wrong with you? All right. Just Fix My Mess. 800-585-1051. If you need help, relationship advice, call us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Help me. Made it. It's the real deal. Help me. Help me.
Oh my God. I'm all up in your mess. I'ma fix it. Fix it.
Fix my mess.
Fix it. Fix it. Just gonna fix your mess because my advice is real.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We're in the middle of Jess Fix My Mess. We got Alexis on the line. Alexis, what's up?
Hey, Jess. Well, I'm really hoping that you can fix my situation, or at least give me some really good advice on what I need to do to kind of move forward.
Okay.
But I've been married for about 3 years. And good morning, Breakfast Crew. I'm sorry.
Good morning. Peace.
Good morning.
But it's been a really stressful morning for me today. But like I said, I've been married for 3 years. I have 5 kids. One from a previous relationship. He's 10. He's my everything. However, my other 4 are from my current marriage. And I have been our sole provider from almost like day one. Well, no, from day one. And it's been really hard because I do depend on my husband to, like, provide. I mean, I come from a household where my grandparents raised me and my granddaddy really took care of everything. It was nothing my grandpa had to do. And my family is a God-fearing family. I'm a God-fearing woman. I believe in, that that's what the man is supposed to do, take care of the house. And I'm supposed to, of course, meet my wife's duties as a woman as well, which I do. Now, I'm not going to say that I don't, have shortcomings. I'm not perfect. But for me, it's the financial piece. Like, I expect my husband to keep a consistent job to help support us financially, because outside of our finances, I feel like we don't really have issues. But when it's bearing on me to take over and push, I mean, I just had a baby. My baby's 5 months old. It's a bit stressful. All my kids are back to back. Like, my oldest is 10, and I have a 4-year-old, a 3-year-old, a 1-year-old, and my 5-month-old.
Okay, so real question, all right, this is gonna be a little hard, but okay. So these kids are back to back. You said you've been the breadwinner since basically day one. You said your husband cannot keep a consistent job. Is that what you said? I don't want to mess you up. That's what you said?
No, you're right.
Okay, all right. Why continue to keep having children if you know that you have to have them? You're going to be the one paying for them. You're going to be the one taking care of them. And it was already a mental strain on you anyway, probably just from seeing that he really wasn't a consistent provider after the first one. You know what I mean? So, like, why do we put ourselves in these situations? And I'm saying we, because I'm a woman too. I'm not dealing with what you're dealing with, but I'm a woman first. So I'm just going, meet you where you at. But why?
Because I truly have had faith, and I want to continue to have faith that he is going to be that person. Like, we've been to a point where he's had a job and he was doing what he needed to do. Things turning around. He was, picking up the slack, and, we was getting back to square one. But then unfortunate things happened and he lost his job.
Okay.
So
and look, things do happen. Things do happen. You know what I mean? But you didn't have 1 kid. You didn't have 2. You didn't have 3. You just had another baby. You know what I mean? Somebody got to pay for these children. And it's just this situation is hard because he ain't your boyfriend, he ain't just your baby father. He a husband. Yeah. And so you know what you have to do. You know what I mean? Especially because you can do bad by yourself, right? I know that's a cliche saying, but you can do bad by yourself. What is he saying? Is he, I'm sorry, or I am looking, or why don't we start a business together? Like, what is he doing? Is he just sitting there chilling?
I mean, I hate to make him out to be a bad person because I love my husband. But
of course.
It's like, when I tell him, like, I need you to figure it out. I need you to get to put the ground, find something to do. He like, I got it. But yeah, I see all he do is chill at the house.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you.
Like, you can't find a job here. You can find a job there. Like, you might not like the job, but
nah.
My goodness.
Well, you know what you need to do, baby girl, because you're doing everything. And remember, I can't stress it enough. You're carrying kids. You have to have them, and you have to take care of them. And you're chilling at the house. Look, and you still look at you. You still don't want to paint him out to be a bad person. Nah, he may not be a bad person overall, but he's not a good husband. He's not a good husband. I'm gonna go ahead and jump out the window and say that for you because you don't want to say that. You know what I mean? Don't go back and forth in your mind going crazy over something. You know what it is, and you know what you need to do. You had 5 children. You know what I mean? What are they looking at? What are they seeing? They saying they father chill. The other one saying the stepfather chill while mom go do everything. Right? And you breaking down, you not happy, you crying to me right now. You know what I mean? That's crazy. You know what you gotta do. You know, but I love you. Keep on, you know. You gotta keep taking care of your kids. You gotta keep on working, but you don't gotta stay there. You don't have to stay there. You're fine, and you will find somebody that, you know, love ain't over for you. You know, that should be the furthest away from your mind right now, but nah, you can do all this by yourself. Like, you ain't gotta struggle. Basically, you got 6 kids is what it sounds like, you know?
Tell me about it.
Nah, you get it's all right. And don't have faith in him. Have faith in God. You know what you gotta do, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, babe. Good luck, babe.
Good luck.
Y'all have a great one.
You too. All right, Jess Fix My Mess. 800-585-1051. Now we have the mess coming up.
We got the latest on A$AP Rocky coming up next.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get to the mess.
Worldwide mess. On the Breakfast Club.
She's the coach of shoes.
With Lauren LaRosa.
I'm back. And I got the mess.
Talk to me.
So even though A$AP Rocky is free, is there some more updates for this?
Yeah, because on the civil side, A$AP Rocky, remember he was suing Joe Tacopina for defamation. Joe Tacopina is A$AP Rocky's attorney who we had on the Breakfast Club, but he also sued civilly A$AP Rocky for assault and battery on the civil side. Now, I didn't know if they were even going to move forward with this on that side of things, but this is not uncommon. Sometimes you can lose on the criminal side and then win on the civil side. So I think that's what he thinks he's going to do. So Wednesday of this week, a judge set a January 12th date as the first trial date for this. And then a May 28th, 2025 date as the next hearing. So the Relly's lawyer said that they are going to continue litigating this case. They said that the standard in a criminal case is much higher than what you have to prove in a civil matter, and they still believe that their claims have merit, and they intend to fully litigate them. Now, I'm being told on A$AP Rocky's side, they are not worried about this whatsoever. But I mean, I was shocked when I saw the headlines yesterday, like, okay, this is going to move forward. I thought because everything else that was happening with like them trying to push for the perjury and stuff like that maybe we see a halt, but it's not as of now anyway.
Okay.
It's a brief little update.
Does that make sense after everything we've seen and the perjury that Joe said when he was here on the air? And why would you want to go against an attorney? Like they don't have to spend any money.
If I was Relly's attorney, I wouldn't do it just because. I mean, I guess I would because I'm gonna be paid to do it. But if I was Relly, I probably wouldn't do it because I don't know. I just don't see the win there. But again, not to bring this up, this is completely different because no one died, but. You remember O.J. Simpson? He was found guilty on the civil side, but innocent on the criminal side.
Yeah, but it's totally two different cases. Totally different.
Yeah, I'm just saying that it can happen. So I don't know here. I don't
happens
know
all the time. But Relly already showed us he's not the best decision maker. So.
Yeah. Well, Drake sold out dates.
Yeah. So listen. Now, yesterday we did the story. We were trying to explain to the people why Drake decided to cancel the last couple dates on the tour that he has happening. So what we said yesterday was that he canceled these dates because he would be sitting still for 12 days because they had 4 shows that were spread out within that amount of time. And still, there's like so many reports around like ticket sales being the actual reason that Drake canceled these dates. Now, we went back again, got some clarification information on the actual ticket sales, and from what we're told, the ticket sales were not the issue. The shows that he actually canceled were already sold out, according to our source, and we were told that he actually sold 135,000 tickets in minutes, I guess when this was all first announced. So just wanted to clarify that and put that out there because one of the biggest questions I got from the report yesterday is like, what exactly happened with ticket sales and why was that not addressed in what we talked about? So I did want to put that in here right now.
No, they said those dates were sold out. They said all those the ones that he canceled that he's coming back to do was actually sold out. And they said he even sold a festival also 135,000 tickets. So the tickets are not the problem.
Well, listen, are they talking about Wireless Fest?
I'm not sure. They just said.
But don't Owls pre-plan? Like, don't you route these tours months in advance?
Yeah, and I think that's why people aren't believing what is being said. But I mean, you gotta. What else are we gonna do here? Because it's canceled. It's not happening. So I don't know what else we do.
Damian Lillard, we know he loved Glorilla, but somebody was singing his songs to him. I don't even know how you pronounce the guy's name. What is it? Giannis.
Yeah, so Giannis. So there's like I think it's like a post game clip. I'm not for sure if it's pre or post game, but Damian Lillard is in the locker room and he's, you know how they be interviewing and talking to the players, and Giannis starts singing a part of Glorilla's song. Let's take a listen to how Damian Lillard reacts.
Every game, and I think that's probably what Doc was talking about. But I think it was. This dude is crazy.
I knew it.
Caught him off guard. He couldn't even finish what he was saying.
Yo, he lit up in the video. So I know if you're listening to this on the radio, you can't see it. But if you happen to get a chance to go and watch that video, please go and watch it. Because when the song started to be sung, Glorilla's part of that song she did with Sexy Red, Baby Boy lit up. I kind of think that there's something there. I don't know. And I know Charlamagne, you had talked to Glorilla about this, and she started fumbling too.
Don't make it seem like I be kikiing with these young ladies.
That's what you be doing.
I was interviewing her, having a conversation for the out of context series that I do on my YouTube channel. Okay,
tell us, girl.
Like I just hit her for the tea.
But she
hit her for no
started,
tea.
Tell us, girl.
But let's take a listen though, because she started trying to fumble a little bit too. She didn't know she had to get it together. Let's take a listen to that.
What's your relationship with Damian Lillard like? Somebody, they just asked him about you the other day at a press conference. Look at you dropping, getting all nervous thinking about that, man. Who nerves? They asked him about you, and he said, I keep my personal life personal and let it be that. I respect her as an artist. We know each other. She's an artist. I'm an artist. But as far as anything else, it ain't nothing going on. That's what I can tell you.
Yeah.
That's that?
Yeah.
Did y'all ever speak, kick it, talk, nothing?
It's a lot of in the world, and if they keep saying they better ask about one, it's going to up.
Honey, that line ain't never gonna get old. Stop asking me about one.
Shout out a couple other ones.
Oh, I thought the audio was done. Sorry, y'all. That line ain't never gonna get old. Stop asking her about one. It's a lot out here, but she did.
It will get old when you get old.
What?
It'll get old when you get old. If that line gets shorter, the older you get.
Well, hopefully she's locking it in with Damien.
Oh, I thought you were talking about you.
Yeah, I know, and I was ignoring it because, like, what?
Well, you out in LA, so you can go out there. It's probably some prospects out there for you.
Thank you, Jess.
She used to live there. You think she ain't got a couple out there already?
Why?
You see how she was smiling when she got up there playing yesterday?
My business.
Because what time is it over there?
It's 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to sleep when I leave here, y'all.
You don't look like you're going to sleep.
What? You see, fresh face, ready to put the makeup on.
Very cute.
She was probably out last night. That's probably what it was. She's probably out last night.
Now, moving forward, I did want to just real quick send a congratulations to Master P. The last time he was up here, he told us that he had a big announcement coming when it came to like the collegiate sports stuff. And yesterday, he was named president of basketball operations at the University of New Orleans. So I did want to just give him some congratulations on that. That's a big deal for him.
Salute to Master P. All right.
Yes.
Thank you, Lauren.
All in my business.
All right, that's the mess. Now, when we come back, we got the People's Choice Mix. Get your request in. 800-585-1051. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
You're checking out The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. It's Black History Month. What we doing?
Man, every day during Black History Month, my guy BDaht puts out an episode of I Didn't Know, Maybe You Didn't Either. And today he's going to take you on a journey of Cheney University, the first HBCU born in 1837 to help black folks get an education. Let's discuss.
I didn't know, maybe you didn't need. I didn't know, maybe you didn't need. I didn't know, maybe you didn't need. I didn't know.
If you said Cheney University in 1837, of course you're correct. It was the Institute for Colored Youth.
the absolute first institution in the United States to provide higher education specifically for African Americans. For perspective, the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill was founded in 1789, almost 50 years. And although they didn't start enrolling students until 1795, 42 years is a mighty large head start. See, Cheney was founded by a Quaker, a white man, Richard Humphreys, because he had the bread to do so, which is why Wilberforce is very significant. Now, although it was founded 19 years after Cheney in 1856, here's something that I didn't know. Maybe you didn't either. Wilberforce University is in Wilberforce, Ohio, a town of about 2,400 folks. The area code there is 45384. And it was named after a white Englishman named William Wilberforce, who was a notable leader of the movement to abolish slavery over there in Britain. However, even though Wilberforce was named after a white man, what makes Wilberforce special is it was the first HBCU owned and operated by black folks, the African Methodist Episcopal Church, AME, to be exact. So Cheney was founded earlier and began as a vocational and teacher training institute, whereas Wilberforce was the first HBCU controlled by black folks with an emphasis on liberal arts education. Both were very pivotal to the history of HBCUs. Now, when you ask what's the last HBCU built, if you said American Baptist College, you'd be correct. Here's something else that I didn't know. Maybe you didn't either. It was founded in 1924 as American Baptist Theological Seminary, and it wasn't recognized as an HBCU by the U.S. Department of Education until 2013. ABC is known as Holy Hill and was founded by an unprecedented collaboration between the All-Black National Baptist Convention USA and the All-White Southern Baptist Convention. The goal was to educate rural black clergy for leadership in their communities. See, ABC was popping in the 60s. During the Civil Rights Movement, stop. See, little black boys wasn't growing up trying to go to Yale or Stanford. Oh no, little black boys wanted to go to ABC and learn how to preach. Yes, they wanted to be like Dr. King, Shabbat. And ABC got some very notable alum too. Bernard Lafayette, who was dang near the founder of the Civil Rights Movement, Congressman John Lewis, activist C.T. Vivian, and civil rights leader James Bevel. But when I asked you what was the last HBCU built, you might have said UVI. And that would have been correct too, because it was founded in 1962, the University of the Virgin Islands. And see, it serves a dual role of a land-grant university and an HBCU over in the Virgin Islands. Now, whereas all LGUs, land-grant universities, and HBCUs are both types of land-grant universities, HBCUs are extremely underfunded compared to PWI LGUs, but that's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother episode. This was just a little something that I didn't know. Maybe you didn't either, about Cheney, Wilberforce, ABC, and UVI. Listen up, man. If you love this series, you can now listen to us every single week starting in March for all types of things that I didn't know. Maybe you didn't either. Make sure you're following the show on the iHeart app so that you can hear more. Okay, bye.
All right, well, happy Black History Month.
That's right, and make sure you subscribe to the I Didn't Know, Maybe You Didn't Either podcast on the Black Effect iHeartRadio Podcast Network. And please remember, Saturday, April 26th is the 3rd annual Black Effect Podcast Festival happening in Atlanta at Pullman Yards. Thank you to everybody who bought tickets yesterday. Tickets went on sale yesterday. Thank you to everybody who joined us the last 2 years. Hope to see you again this year. You know this year's lineup is fantastic. We got Mandy and Wheezy hosting from Decisions. We got the Trap Nerds podcast for all the gamers out there. Good Moms, Bad Choices will be there doing their podcast live. Carrie Champion will be there with her Naked Sports podcast. The R&B Money podcast with Tank and Jay Valentine will be there. And the Woman Evolve podcast with Sarah Jake Roberts will be there. Plus we got, the business of podcasting panels and the Black Effect Marketplace with the food trucks and all of that good stuff. So go get your tickets for April 26th in Atlanta, Georgia at Pullman Yards, the 3rd annual Black Effect Podcast Festival. You can go to blackeffect.com/podcast festival to get your tickets.
All right. When we come back, we got the positive notice to Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. And anybody out there, you know what? I'm looking for a Doberman Pinscher. I have a German Shepherd who's a work dog, a guard dog, and my kids don't F with him because they're scared of him. But I'm looking for a puppy, a Doberman. I promised my kids a puppy since Christmas, and they are on me.
How is the big dog gonna be around the
The
little
big
dog?
dog's not going to be anywhere around this new dog.
Because the guard dogs don't do well with the...
No.
Okay.
Well, his dog is strictly, he just handles business when he needs to handle business. But I'm looking for a puppy. The kids really want a puppy. They've been asking me for years for a puppy, and I've been curbing them nah. But now the other one, my youngest one is about to be 4, so I promised them. So I'm looking for a Doberman Pinscher. I want a Doberman, a little baby Doberman, a puppy, because I want him to grow up with the family. So if any breeders out there, please hit me up. I'm looking for a Doberman or any type of dog that doesn't shed, because my wife is not messing with the dog hair. Not at all. No.
You might want to deal with all that.
No,
Your house too big. Is to have hair everywhere.
Yeah, no.
Cleaning that up is crazy.
Yeah, no. Charlamagne, you got a positive note?
I do, man. The positive note is simply this. Empathy has no script. There is no right way or wrong way to do it. It's simply listening, holding space, withholding judgment, emotionally connecting, and communicating that incredibly healing message that you're not alone. That came from Brene Brown, man. Brene Brown is amazing, but sometimes that's all people need to hear. Have a blessed day.
Breakfast Club, bitches! Y'all finished or y'all done?